Welcome back to Project Tailor Made. My name's Lauren and it is my pleasure to be your host. On today's episode, we're going to be chatting with the incredible Renee Geddes. She is a writer and an editor, and she has been an integral part of the development of the Tailor Made Program and the awesome content that we engage. Grab your iPad, your notebook, coffee, water, whatever you need, and settle in and get ready to be encouraged, get ready to be empowered as you step forward into your journey of meaningful work. Welcome back to Project Tailor Made. My name's Lauren. I will be your host, and it is my pleasure today to be chatting with my friend and someone who has been an integral part of the Tailor Made process in helping to write and edit our manual and workbook. And Renee Geddes, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to be here.
Well, it's lovely to have you here. We've been working so hard together for so many months now.
We have.
And it's beautiful to be able to chat to you about this incredible course, this incredible workbook. Renee is a writer and an editor, and she's an incredible singer and music artist as well, just to let you all know that. And she has helped us to craft the voice and the narrative for Tailor Made. And she has put her heart and her passion and her skill into everything that our students and participants will receive as they engage with this powerful content. So I thought it would be really awesome to chat a little bit with her about why she wanted to take on the project and, you know, what she's passionate about with this narrative. And so, Renee, would you just give us a little bit of, I don't know, a background or just some thoughts around what was it about the project when I wrote to you and said, hey, this is what we're wanting to do over here at the Urban team, is write this thing called Tailor Made. What was it that kind of struck you and made you want to take on this writing project?
So I'd say the first thing was working with your kind self, your passion for this whole venture and the vision of the Urban team to get involved in being a part of people's lives and in seeing them not just find meaningful work, but to really ignite their spark. To really find out what it is that gets them passionate, to engage in a process where they learn about themselves, where they learn about how they were created, how they were made to be, and to really engage in that process. And it may eventuate in actual work, but more importantly, it's about finding out who you are and engaging with your passion. So that gets me.
Oh, that is incredible. And I know that gets you because I've been working with you to really draw that out, and you have brought such incredible skill, such incredible passion, such incredible commitment to this project and to this journey. And I think that the participants and the students of Tailor Made are really going to enjoy it. So well done and thank you. I also just wanted to get you to talk to us a little bit more about if you could pull out some of the keys that you found in this narrative of Tailor Made. I know you shared now just about how it's an encouraging process to awaken and enable people to discover purpose. What else would you say would be something that's super powerful about this narrative for people's lives?
Okay, well, I think one of the really exciting things is that people often underestimate their life journey and their life experience, that they've got so much more to offer than they realise.
Wow.
So I think for me, that's the exciting thing, is it's actually pulling the gold out of people, that people carry so much gold. It doesn't matter what you've done. Your life is something that prepares you for work.
Wow.
And people often underestimate the level of skills that they have. You know, you might have been a stay-at-home mum, but my gosh, you've had to organise an entire family. You've had to do scheduling. You've had to, you've had to make sure people have what they need when they need it.
Too true.
You know, so it doesn't matter what you've been through. Your life experience counts. And in a world where we often say and where we value what people do over who they are, who you are and the experiences that you've had matter. and they'll matter to others. So I love that.
Wow. You are so right. It is one of my favourite things as well, seeing people discover that their everyday life, their everyday existence has in fact prepared and unearthed and developed skills and abilities that they can bring to the table in preparing for work in ways that they could never have imagined. And it's exciting to watch that process. And so I'm so glad that you've seen that and you've shared that today. If you could also, just as a writer, I know as part of your job, you actually help people prepare resumes and put things on paper, particularly for those ones who are maybe restarting, for those who are in this space now where they've been recently made redundant or jobless. Would you offer a few tips, maybe as a writer, of how they can go about preparing that resume to open the door to what might be the next part of their meaningful work journey?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think one of the real keys in it is what we were saying just before, that life experience counts, and that particularly when you're looking at resumes, it can be a case of you think, well, I've just got my job experience, I've just got my qualifications. But it's more than that. There's often a combination of things, and particularly when we're in this kind of environment, it's about everything that you've been through. And I think one thing I would do if I was writing my resume right now is I would put everything down. And then what I'd do is get a few trusted people to have a look at it. We underestimate the value of what we carry, the value of what we've done in life. So my big tip would be, don't dismiss your experience. Don't dismiss what you've done, but bring it out, write it down. And you'll often find that it's not going to be quite so much a chronological or just a work experience thing, but it's going to be a combination of chronological, of life experience, of skills that you've gained, of experiences that you've had. So that would be my first tip, I think, in that.
Fantastic. And, sometimes it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. Mm-hmm. Do you suggest that people actually just jump on the internet and use things like Google to look up websites? What is out there to actually help people get started?
There is so much out there, people. Google is your best friend in this. Research is amazing. For a start, there are templates everywhere. But what I'd suggest first is if you're looking in a particular industry, you can go and find out. You can get templates for your industry. You can get examples of resumes for your industry. You can find out about selection criteria. There's just so many things that you can do to get started. And don't be afraid to use templates. Don't be afraid to just pull bits from all sorts of resources. That's what I love. Google is amazing and the internet is our friend. So yeah, go for it.
So fantastic. Well, Renee, that's really most of what I wanted you to share today. It's been absolutely beautiful having you. But if you could, just one more little comment. If you could look down the barrel of this camera right now and just share with our potential students, potential participants who want to join Tailor Made, they're wondering what they're going to get out of it. What would your encouragement to them be?
Fantastic. Well, I think I've been thinking about this, and the most important thing I could say is that your yesterday and your past doesn't dictate your present, and it doesn't determine your future. That you've actually been created with gold inside, and that it's time to be kind to yourself, and it's time to get alongside with others and have them draw out that gold, because that gold is there, and you're going to be surprised at the gold that comes out. So it would be, take the time for yourself. This is your time to spend some time on you, discovering your spark and your passion. And the Tailor Made team are here to help you do that. And really, it's about you. It's about your destiny. It's about your future. And they believe in you. I believe in you. And we're really excited for you guys to come along on the journey. So that would be my words of wisdom.
Thank you so much for your heartfelt encouragement to each and every one of our potential students. And we just want to thank you for listening. We want to thank you for joining us. go ahead and get busy putting Renee's advice into action. Jump on Google, research the industry that you're looking into, use those free templates. Remember, Google and the internet can be your friend in this space. Don't forget about all of the life experience and everything that you carry just from living your life that will be important as you begin to craft that resume and prepare for the next step. And please do remember that the Tailor Made team are here to help you get started, here to support you as you go along and be your community as you create pathways to meaningful work. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again really soon. Bye.